Okay, hello. Hello. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hello. If you're interested in walking around talking to people, you're playing the wrong game. This is a 3 houses has. Yes. Yes, that is 100%. Is 100% correct. That is 100% correct. Where'd I put my water? Oh. I didn't get my water. Hang on. Come on. Special boy has to make a special entrance. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Wanda Scarlet Witch, I got it now. That kind of explains what you were like, what? Okay, that makes sense. Hello. Okay. Hi. Hi, everybody. I was like, why is Brian confused? That's interesting. I missed the start of the game and don't have a huge comics history. That's fair. That's fair. It makes sense. It makes sense. But okay. Hmm. But yeah, so the game starts with like the tutorial, and we don't know the details just yet. But Wanda used to be with the Abbey. Used to be at the Abbey. And now she's um training under Doctor Strange. I like the phrase Brian didn't make a lot of money as a child. Like, I know what you mean, but the concept of a poor child is very funny to me. Oh man. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, you get way more out of renting a game than you would the $3 for a comic. So I get you. Our place loved me. They knew me as the kid who came in on Saturday mornings with a bag full of coins, help replace the coins in their drawers. I love that. I love that. That's actually great. That's actually great. If I bought a comic, I wouldn't rent that game. Have a dozen random Sonic the Hedgehog comics from across the years, just like this one looks cool. All right. So looking at it, we got some Pokemon news. So the next 7-star Terra raid event has been announced. It is a poison Terra type. We do not yet know the Pokemon. They didn't announce the Pokemon. So we'll have to see. It'll be surprising. And then the Terra raid, the next Terra raid battle event will be Tandemouse, which is cool. I like the idea of catching a bunch of Tandemouse. We also have some news. Pokemon Home is going to update in early February to show battle data for competitive. On Cerebi, it says, currently no details have come for the transfer of Pokemon to and from Scarlet, but we'll provide details when they come. And then in a later news story, it says Scarlet Violet version 1.2 is set to launch in late February and feature bug fixes and added functionality. My guess is that's when we're going to get the home stuff. Fairy Tandemouse is for Valentine's. Yes, it runs through Valentine's. It runs the weekend of Valentine's. We also have, added functionality. Who knows? Who knows? It could be anything. We also have this new video. This new video that came out today, celebrating fucking 1,008 Pokemon, which is bananas. More stuff to buy with league points. That might be cool depending on what it is. Yeah, I figure we'll watch this video and then we'll get back to it. Yep. Oh, this is cute. Wow. The editing work on this is really slick. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. This is cute. This is really cute. Yep, and then static encounters. Safari zones. Yep. Fossils. Ah. Gift Pokemon. Babies. Adorable. Version exclusives. Relaxo? Yeah, that's the German. Oh, man. And then the evolutions. They must have an incredible archive of footage of Pokemon games. Trade evolutions. Man. Stones. Friendship evolutions. Special moves. Yup. Yup. Special circumstances. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Branching forms, gender differences, form changes. Oh, so this is good. This is cute. All the Alcremies, Spindas, past forms, different. Oh man, this is great. Regional forms. So cute. Oh, they even changes the little font on the thing. Oh man. Ultra Beasts. And the birds. Oh, with the can't. Oh, what? The editing on this is so slick. It's so clean. Oh man, the editing in this is the highlight for me. Like, this is so. Oh man, all the forms. This is a masterclass in video editing. Yeah, just how tight all of this video is, and like that's incredible. That Arceus bit, that's incredible. This just really makes me wonder how much footage and graphics and captures and stuff they have archived. It has to be an incredible amount. It has to be just an obscene amount. And then the official reveal of these mons, like, these have not been revealed. You know? Look at this. This is cute. This is cute. he had a little face. Oh. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. $9.99. Showing up for 3 seconds, then starts to flex. And then 1,000. Oh my god, that's incredible. Did you catch them all? I'm so close to catching them all. That was so cute. Oh, that was so cute. Oh, I really like that. Where they put those 2 Paradoxmons after the legendaries. Because they're special. Because they're special ones. Those are cute. I really like that. I really like that. That was really cute. That was really well done. That was really well done. All right. Oh, I found the save. We'll make a manual save here as we get back into it. But yeah, that was so cute. That was really well done. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. That made me really nostalgic to play some of the older games again. It made me excited to do some of the shiny hunts that I'm planning to do because I'm gonna do them in the older games specifically and see a lot of them.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Tell me about your...
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
I heard Dr. Strange call you Eric.
Me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
So I know it's Eric, and the map tells me your last name, so...
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
Hell yeah.
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
That's understandable.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
What a great like selection of people.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
Maybe.
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work.
Damn.
If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Blade just telling us about how the mechanics works.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Nico.
Tell me about Nico.
I've always loved Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anybody else?
Robbie.
What about Robbie?
Robbie
He's
Reyes.
exactly what he seems. Well, sort of.
Love Robbie.
He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anybody else?
Ilyana. Blade, I don't tell my name to people I don't consider friends. Hunter, is it embarrassing? Blade, no. Hunter, is it something like Jimmy? Blade, no. Hunter, it's Scrimmy Blim Blam. Just Hunter guessing different names all day. Like, is it Jimmy? No. Is it David? No. Is it Barry? No.
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it.
Why do you call everyone else by their
She's a
code
private
name?
person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anyone
Call everybody
else?
else by their real names, and then magic is magic.
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow
Hunter,
her
can't
to
we all
hell
be
if I
best
had to.
friends?
And from what I understand,
What if we were all just
we
best
may
friends
have to.
right away?
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anyone else?
Your mama.
Nobody else.
Sure.
They keep saying government names, and I don't know who we're talking about.
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right. Upgrade an ability.
Let's do this.
The hero possesses 2 copies of an ability that can be combined. Okay.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
If overhealed, draw 2 cards. That's incredible. 1 training XP, 1 of 5 XP to the next level.
Do your thing.
What? Vaulting deals increased damage in combat. Oh my god. This game is gonna be full of bars, isn't it? Hi, Carol.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel.
Hi, Carol.
Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Does anyone here take anything seriously? That's a...
In my day, we did not treat the end of the world so flippantly.
Yeah? Give yourself
Oh, no!
3 or 4 more
Oh,
apocalypses, see where you land.
She's mad
Trust
at
me,
us.
Hunter, I know the stakes. Wouldn't be here
Iron
if I
Shroud, thank you for the follow. How are you doing?
Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that
Well, now we
shield
know
all
that
they
that's
want.
a thing that can happen.
If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be
Hang on.
rather persuasive when I need to be.
I just got a knock on the door. Hang on. Okay, hi, I'm back. I need to make, I thought I'd made, oh, I did make a BRB button. I just forgot I had it. Okay, hi. Okay, I'm back. It was a package for Aaron. It was a package for Aaron. Some of her work stuff. Good, just about to have my first cup of the day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Enjoy the tea. What are you having?
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time, Captain.
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for good. Find me in the war room.
Let's talk
when you're
more about
finished
you and
here.
Steve's
There's a few
asses.
things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Captain Marvel's now available for combat missions. Hell yeah. So I'm very... I thought there was an option there.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore.
Hello?
The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
No talking to the people out in the yard. I don't think I
Hang on a
can.
second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl
Hang
to a
on.
free battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us. If
Not
we
tea
got the
coffee, any
chance.
more caffeine than tea provides.
Well,
I get that
can't
people
we
usually
just-
trim cup for
I don't
tea.
know.
Yeah, that's fair. I think if you
My
get
magic again? See,
a
that's the-
a nice
this time
black
I
tea, you
am
can have
working on
comparable
actual magic, and let me
caffeine,
tell you,
but
it sucks.
that's fair. You having a nice like flavor coffee or regular stuff? I know where a place I worked a little bit ago. Can I talk to them? No, I can't talk to them yet. Oh wait,
Friendo.
hi Nico.
First we crawl, then we stumble.
It's just this. Okay.
On the prowl?
What was I saying? Oh, we didn't have any really good coffees. They just made like really like basic black coffee.
you.
So I used to get really good creamers to make up for it.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
Gremlins.
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Don't, Carol.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification.
I don't know who so many of the people are in
Figure it
this.
out later.
Sending coordinates now.
Yeah, they did some great polls.
Gremlins enjoy gamma space.
Black Arabica bean, medium roast, pour over. No cream or
he's been a
sweeteners.
little moody
Wow.
Lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green
I
guy.
heard that.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Hell yeah. Who is the they with the swords? She's the hunter. I guess it's they. We never pick pronouns. They're the hunter. They're the unique kind of new character for the game.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology. She kicks it.
And I randomized it a couple times, and I got this great hairdo with a beard, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, we did it." Yeah, if you have questions on anybody in the game, definitely let me know.
You're just lucky Tony knows how to reach me. It's hard to explain exactly how far
Because
out I was
this
in
game
terms of
moves kind of
distance,
quick
but
with its story. Like it's been moving fairly quickly in terms of like you keep doing
It
shit.
was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one. For
The
a
Hudson
minute.
Yards Development Restoration Association, Hydra. So yeah, this game was actually pretty chill with stuff going on. Oh yes, now I can do it. Hell yeah. Let's get this Marvel suit because I have the legendary edition. Thank you again to Dustin. Oh, I like you can unlock different looks for them. I love that. Let's get up here to Blade. Night Stalker. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Okay, the game froze for a second there. Y'all, the game needs to stop giving me only first names. I don't know them to begin with, and it's harder to keep track. Okay, I don't think I have anything for... Yeah. These are ones we get later. Dustin, hello. Look at this. Yeah, look at this power shot, baby.
Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very.
Hell yeah.
This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good for a little snack. The falafel place down the road. Stays open till 3.
Oh, right, sure. Only maybe next time say it less vampire-y. Normally
Dustin,
I
how you
just
doing
leave you
today?
there, but I'm actually a little curious about this portal you've been using.
And then here's your girl, Brian.
One of these days, I'll join you on a mission and you will see what I am really capable of. Don't worry, this is a different portal to a different location.
Sleep is still hard. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sending you the best. I'm sending you the best for it.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once
Oh.
you reach the other side.
Okay.
Almost feels like cheating with you two on our side.
So now, game time. Says how you treat characters, give me the name and the signature icon. Don't just give me how's Bimmy and Jimmy doing and expect me to know. I told Brian this the other day. I was like, this game is insufferable, just like me and my buddy who's also super into comics. We're like he's not Wolverine, he's Logan. He's not Cyclops, he's Scott. You know? Is it an insufferable comic book like fanboy thing to do? Yes. I'm gonna do it every day.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird.
Oh, that seems bad.
Johann Fenhoff. That
For me in this game makes me like it less.
I heard he was dead.
It's how they would talk, you know?
Hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Smartest fanatic in the room. It's a small room.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Seems bad. Seems like a bad combo.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
That's not who we should have sent.
I don't do stealth.
At the very least, the game should introduce him by the name the game uses, and you can sense naming convention, like during missions, the super name, during downtime, the cover name. I mean, when it's a main character talking, you have a little icon next to them. It's also one of those things that I think you would honestly pick up in a couple hours of playing the game.
His fundamental science must be sound.
You know?
The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you.
All right, so that explodes. We can vault that for an attack. That explodes. That's a pit. Knee strike. Right, Carol's all about taunts. Carol's all about getting in it. They did get big hero intros like Faustus just got when they first appeared, which probably helped. Yeah, I definitely think part of it is if you're coming to it late, you're gonna have a difficulty. What are my cards here? I got a quick slash. Let's work on it. We just gotta start.
One more. Seems like it'd be cheaper just to replace you guys with robots. I bet Tony would cut Faustus a deal.
Draw a Carol card, Captain Marvel card, so you have 3 in your deck, 3 in your hand, and that's only gonna draw 1. Excuse me. I don't have any blade cards, and that stinks.
Don't blink.
Redraw. Yeah, it's still so early. Yeah, we'll redraw this. Just getting a lot of Carol cards. It's not even bad. It's just not what you want. The times it is. Oh, wow. Sure, I'm not in the situation. Pentiment I played lately was a big part where, pick up the book, you could see everyone's name, what the characters knew of them, and get a picture. Being those intros is good. I didn't know it did that in the past, or I would have been confused about Wanda. Swapping the names back and forth, not keeping those symbols is confusion and bad subtitles. Some of them are really good. Just times it is bad and rough really throws me off. That's fair. That's fair. I get that. I get that. This guy has 24 health. This is gonna do 15 damage. So I can't finish off that guy. Let's get... I kind of wish I could set it so Blade would be in a different spot, but...
Playtime's over.
I think just this is just not a good collection of cards. Free move. Yeah, I meant after doing the skill, so I didn't have to use a move. Because I'll tell you, I don't like him being...
Keep an eye on that one.
that close to the pit. This will give me radiant. This will give me radiant. This will give me heroism. Okay, and I can taunt this guy. Hang on. I can taunt this guy off of Blade and get some more block, which is pretty good. Captain Marvel will now go binary. Playing 3 Captain Marvel cards will draw the Go Binary ability. In her binary state, Captain Marvel will deal significantly more damage. She'll lose her binary state once all of her block is removed. 32 block, and it's free. Hell yeah.
I serve until the end.
I almost felt that one.
So this is her big thing. Is binary the name of her power? It was one of her old code names. Was binary. Yeah, one of her old code names was binary. Tactics mode allows you to assess the entire battlefield.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic.
Sure.
But the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Okay, so let's do... Part of this is learning how this works. Tactics mode, like what Mario and Rabbids does. Yeah, it's actually not too great because it just lets you see all the numbers. I kind of wish I had a little more. I should have taken out the guy that was
like that once, centuries ago.
I should have taken out the guy that was targeting Hunter. Okay, hang on. So we'll get Carol to move here so that when she does Fist of Radiance, I can knock back that guy into that to deal damage to them. The new Mario Rabbids game lets you pop out, zip around, see enemies' abilities, move distance, damage numbers, crit chance. Yeah, this game does not let you do that, sadly. If I whip him, I can just... I can throw him into that. Oh, you know what I'll do? Okay, hang on. I'll whip this guy. I can't. Bummer. Oh, I can't whip him into the other minion. That's a bummer. We'll do one of these.
Your fate is sealed.
There we go.
That's a neat trick.
Oh, because it's... Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, you know what? I should heal. I didn't realize I'd taken damage. I should have used that first. I didn't realize I had taken damage from that explosion.
Welcome assistance.
That's... Yep. That's on me. That's on me. Yeah, everybody come beat up on Carol.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Not enough.
We've got company.
I got hit twice. Yeah, that's just me. Not paying attention. All right, Blade.
Rate of decay within the particles themselves. How else could it be
Let's see
achieved
here.
at high yield?
Oh, here we go.
Be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Okay, hang on. What have I got? Carol. Carol, get over here. Shout out to me being on TV delay. And then... Oh, they're so... No. No. There we go. Wham! How do you like that?
Now they're really in trouble.
And then... Quick strike.
They're mine.
Hell yeah.
Best gets better.
And then... Quick slash.
You were too weak for this fight.
That dude got chumped. That dude got chumped.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
I'm sure that's fine. Sure, it's okay. Whoa, don't target my head. My head's the important one. Yeah, they refer to Lilith as mother. The people under Lilith's control refer to her as mother.
Get her!
All right. Recover the artifact. Break the Hydra shield guard's protection to access the truck. Use the recover artifact card to secure the card.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
All right.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound
Any objective that's
instead.
protected cannot be completed. Reduce its block to 0 to break protection.
Lilith must be desperate if these are
Okay.
her best.
It was like that when I found it. What do we got here? We got a vault. We got a vault. We got a detonate. What if... Yeah.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I don't know if y'all hear the person going, hey, oh. Because that's funny. Yeah, level up.
Stronger already.
I did not hear the KO. It was very good. It's very low, even in the mix for me, but it's very funny. All right. Oh, I see. Carol is the person who can shove this. Oh, see, here's the combo. Here's the combo, right?
Take this.
Enjoy this. Hell yeah. How are you playing Hunter? Are you going light or are you going dark? I don't know yet. I haven't had much much opportunity to really mess with it, so
Should get the blood pumping.
ooh, yeah. Nice. Good to know that the card draw doesn't overdraw my hand. Because I kind of thought that's what would happen, so.
Don't worry, I can take it.
Whoa, calm down.
They got me on lock.
Wow, Jesus.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Yeah, I know it's protected. Calm down. A hero is dazed. The other heroes must take a number of action before the dazed effects wears off.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
All right, so we have to take 2 actions before he's
There's
undazed.
dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
That takes him out.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Damn. You just need one good AoE? Yeah. I like that I can like thread the needle on some of these. It's very fun. Okay.
Your time has come.
So if I whip that guy,
You are lucky to still be breathing.
hell yeah. That's fine. They got rid of one step ahead. That's exactly the card I wanted them to get rid of. Let's just get this free.
Was that truly your best?
Those frees are so damn important.
Get some. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
That's silly.
Forever in service. Payback's gonna be fun.
I cannot move.
Man, I don't like this guy's the whole thing just like I just charge up and daze you and you deal with it. Like, ugh. Not a fan of that. All right.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Yeah, I'm working on it, buddy. I'm working on it. All right. Can I drop that big bag of stuff on the goons? It feels like I should, but I can't. Oh, drop. How? Hang on. I don't want Blade to do that because that's going to take Blade out of position. That's going to take Blade out of where I want him. It's also going to cost 2 heroism, so double hang on. I can not shoot the cable as Blade drop the bag of garbage on this. Yeah, I thought it was weird. I can. Okay. Okay, so we'll do this.
Watch and learn.
We'll do this. Okay. So now let's get Carol here. Yeah, no, I can do it as Blade. I just didn't want to because that would move him. It's gonna do 2. Okay, hang on then. Okay.
They still haven't changed their minds.
No, the game didn't like that one.
Vampires are not the only ones.
Protection lost. Go get it. Get in there. A supply crate has been recovered. Defeat the remaining enemies to complete the mission.
Worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go.
We draw.
Starting with the remaining Hydra forces.
And let's redraw that. Okay, photon beam is good.
Did someone feel a breeze?
Oh, because the bleed.
Not serious, right?
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
We've done it!
Woo! All right. I really like the battle system in this. It is
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
it is tight.
I know
It feels
those
very,
symbols
very fun.
From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
We can pay 99 cents to open and get a special cosmetic
Never
item.
do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
They just drive a truck. They just... Ah, 2 stars. Bummer. Something, then we all get ice cream. Look at that. That looks so good. Can she survive a Faustian bargain? So good. So funny. Just let that bump around in the back of the truck. It's like, yeah, just, you know, take the brakes, you know, check the brakes. It just smashes into the thing. It's fine. No worries. No worries. The load times on this are rough. The load times on this are rough. I'm wondering if I should move it to my SSD. I don't know if I have enough space. I don't know if I have enough space.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
Oh, hell yeah, movie night.
It's always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what
They're
say?
playing broke-ass
All work and
Monopoly.
no play is how we ended up with Ultron.
I don't know who Ultron is.
You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time.
Something, then we all get popcorn. They all look hot for me. That's what that was.
See.
That's what that
How
was.
did this work again?
That was everybody like messages. Honey, you there? By the way, this is Nico, in case no one ever gave you the rundown on how the spark works. Blade and Captain Marvel filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially Faustus. And then they all just left me here alone. You should come hang out. Thank you, Nico, but I'm tired.
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
Don't do that.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven.
I wish I could pause this in a more effective way to explain some of these comic book references to y'all.
Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through.
A complaint I heard about this: everyone is really horned up for the pro. I just like that scene, that camera shot specifically was them all just like
people making friends, basic human
like
stuff. Or
hate to see her go, love to watch her leave. Like
you're a midnight sun now, one of us.
Nico, I was just hydro bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I keep seeing Wanda.
Who would want to pause in a cutscene? Some single player game designer.
Never mind.
Does Eric Ishii do the voice for Nico? If not, they should. I looked it up. I thought for a second it was them, but it's not.
I will meet you outside.
It's not. It'd be a good fit though.
Yes. I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Nico's now available for combat missions. Hey, neat. All right, so we can run around a little bit. I don't know if like every time we can run around, we should. Like, hey, there's a thing that wasn't there before. Everyone here just jumping over themselves. They say they want to be your friend. Oh, Hunter, you're so cool. Hunter, do you want to hang out? What do you do to unlock him for hot coffee missions? Stop. Let's talk about hot coffee. Kids these days don't know what that means. Oh, I do have a run. Oh. Run, 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 run. Bringing the dad jokes from decades ago. You can't stop me. God, hot coffee. What a... Just a different era. I think my disc with hot coffee and it's in the basement in storage. You gotta keep it. Like, that's a relic. Oh, hey, look at that. The sun. Johnny Storm leaps into the sky and blazes bright, showcasing his exceptional power with extreme control. This card represents an abundance of energy as well as optimism and joy. Hell yeah. Really showing the damage data mining can do. Hey, that wasn't... That wasn't like that before. What it... Agatha's shrine. Why can't I inspect it? That's strange. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Temperance. Cloak pours from his goblet into daggers, allowing the power between them to retain balance. This card represents harmony and creating something new through combination. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, so the line Nico had about finding different ways to say open door. So Nico's Nico knows magic, right? First of all, Nico's a magic wielder. But she has a incredibly powerful artifact called the Staff of One, which
I wonder if Dr. Strange has an inventory of what was lost. Do we know the value of these items, or are we simply taking his word for it?
Hello.
Nico's got something to show you. I've seen it before. We've all seen it before.
Hot. So Nico is the staff called the Staff of One, and it lets her perform any magic spell. She can basically use magic to do anything, but she can only cast that spell once. So what that means is, so like when they were waking up the hunter, she used the spell Wake Up. She can't use Wake Up ever again. She can use something similar to Wake Up. She can use, you know, Wake Up Now or something like that. Yeah, that's what that line meant. That's what that line meant. Awaken, sure. Yeah. So a lot of hello, game? Hey, game, what's going on? Game, what's happening? Yeah, this Yep. I might need to... Let's just turn... Did a quick search. Seems like the load's on a problem on console. I think the PC version is a little rough still. It usually is, which is a bummer. You know, sadly... Yeah, just turn those things down. Sadly, it's becoming more common for the console version to be the main version of a game, and then the PCs just get ported, so... This console's being better than PCs, waka waka.
As long as Caretaker doesn't come up with some busy work in the meantime, I'm perfectly fine here at home.
Oh, me and Nico are gonna have a hangout. Friendship XP games. Watching a movie with Nico, hell yeah. What movie are we watching? This is the first movie I've ever seen, so...
It's gotta suck for you.
It's gotta be a good one.
Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Yup. Movies about we go bowling? I don't think they have a bowling alley. What about your father?
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Nope.
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later.
There was a cool dinosaur, yeah, that's accurate.
Glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor.
Of course it's Pulp Fiction.
I won't forget it.
Tank top immortal legendary outfit, Woolwich common abbey out. So what is a movie?
So,
yeah, what is this?
What did you think of the movie?
Big thing.
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
Let's talk about like the whole thing.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep
The game is
slumber,
really struggling
not the
here.
void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you
Oh, and this post
know
could go really in
everything?
depth about a discussion of Pulp Fiction.
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
Yeah, let's talk about the Runaways. Let's just talk about the Runaways for the next 15 minutes. That's fine.
I had some questions about your old team.
Oh my god, just...
The runaways? Sure thing.
Yeah. I know none of this, please do. Okay, so Nico was in a team called the Runaways.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear.
Yep.
Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse.
Love Molly.
Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century.
Uh-huh.
I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
We don't talk about Alex. No. Maybe I'm the perfect person to play this. I don't know anyone. I don't know anything about these people, so I'd fit in well with the hunter. He would just be like, so Blade, like, what's your deal? I'm a vampire. Uh-huh. So what does that mean?
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce.
I read this comic, yeah.
Then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods.
Yep.
Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our
Yep.
parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it.
Yep.
You know, typical kid stuff.
Where are the Runaways today?
Where
Great
are
question,
your
yeah.
friends now?
What's going on?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters.
Oh, neat.
Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
This is a great comic, by the way. The Runaways is super good.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Yep. Seems powerful, but limited.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions. Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of, and not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
Yep.
I should get going.
Good,
Man,
good timing.
I want
looks
this
like
series to be
Caretaker
so
wants to speak
popular.
with you, and wow, I should
What if she
get to
starts saying
bed.
words in other
I'm
languages?
glad
Does that
you're
count as
hanging
one? How
out.
many languages can she learn? I think that's part of it.
To see you're using your free time productively.
I think that's part of it. I don't remember if that ever comes up. I don't remember if that ever comes up explicitly. Praise Charlie.
Good girl, Charlie.
Good girl, Charlie.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Charlie's best girl.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Yes. Good girl, Charlie. Best girl, Charlie.
Whatever it is that Faustus knows, he's willing to make any sacrifice.
Charlie,
to
best girl
protect it.
confirmed.
The next time he's cornered, maybe his own life he's forced to take. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
I really appreciate how much this
Things are
game
moving at
throws
frantic pace. For all we know, I'll
expanded
be
universe
having a
stuff
jet
at
on the
you.
roof
Like
with
Nico
Mr.
talking
Stark
about
this afternoon.
the Runaways as a whole.
Not quite like it was in the good old days.
Caretaker, another superhero I don't know. So Caretaker is a character kind of, I think she's like a side Marvel kind of like magic-y character. I don't think she's unique for this game, but I think the stuff that's written about her is unique for this game. So you not knowing her isn't that big a deal.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know, Agatha, she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen.
Okay.
Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
I did what needed to be done. I caused her great emotional upheaval.
I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Oh, now I have these. This is the first one of these we've had. This is the first one. I mean, this was my reaction, so I'm gonna pick this one.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers
I don't know what the
were beyond
differences are,
her
so...
own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
The Dev interview I listened to said Marvel was really cool to work with. Really let them run wild, which is why you get all this stuff pulled from so many cool, weird places. I don't want to say too much. It's funny. In the time they've been working on this game, some plot lines have come up in more mainstream Marvel stuff that they wrote for this game years ago in production. Yeah, I'm very curious where it's like, you know, did they pick this character? Did they pick that character? Blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, in the years that it's taken. Because I think I saw, I don't know if I sent you that tweet, Brian. I think I put it in the Discord. Somebody said, if you started development on a game today, you could probably release in time for the PS6. Here's Agatha. Agatha Harkness. Absolutely, game dev takes a lot. Talk to Agatha. Yeah, of course. Come on.
Agatha?
Spellcaster ain't dead. Get out of
You
here.
always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first. The first? To commune with the spirits, of course.
Hello.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused. No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body.
You know, my corporeal body.
You are dead. Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter. You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing. After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride, even death. And what have you been doing all this time?
It's a good question.
By the cave just over there. You know the one. The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place. I think we can
The
safely
Blood
lift
Gate?
the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst? The ghost of a witch just told me to me. I'm saying this partially for Aaron, but also partially for y'all who may not be paying attention to the finer details. The ghost of a witch just asked me to meet her at a place by the Blood Gate so she can reveal some secrets to me, and then said, "What's the worst that could happen?" Oh, what's that? Wait, hang on. Get off the little beaten. New Haven discovered the eerie Badlands. What the fuck is happening in this game?
What is it, Charlie? Find something?
There are numerous Haven locations on the Abbey Ground. Once discovered, a Haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with a special daytime hangout's a very funny phrase, with a hero where friendship rewards are increased. Each Haven can be only used once. Each hero can only attend a single Haven over the course of a game. Oh. I don't know the history of any of these games slash characters. This is all unknown. I mean, a lot of the stuff with this is going to be unique to the game. Yeah, touch the blood seal. Hell yeah, let's touch the blood seal. Bringing back an old joke for Brian and I. The bloods nourish the blood seal. I don't know who this Force Ghost is. This is Agatha Harkness, who's an incredibly strong witch and magic user in Marvel.
As a blood gate.
And you might know something about her if you watched WandaVision.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork? Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her. I have noticed that. What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is. You know I am.
Challenge levels?
I do. But it's always polite to ask. Ominous indeed.
Sure, yeah, enter the portal. Let's go. Trial of the Elder Gods, Oster. Open the way to locations barred. Recommended player level 1, current player level 3. Sure. Sure. I mean, it says level 1, I'm level 3. I'm sure it's fine. When do I get Hunter in that tank top? I have to go back to my room. I forgot. I should have done that before all this. That would have been very funny. I did turn on the setting that changes my outfit every day. So, what? Hello? This is space.
What you were expecting, is it?
So I will
There
get
was a
new
time
looks.
when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth.
Hell yeah, the blood.
This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Ashtor.
Caretaker was here? Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials?
Hey, Agatha, can you talk a little bit?
This entire realm exists
Can you
for that purpose.
just a little bit?
Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
All right.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie? Charlie the best girl?
Charlie?
Hell yeah!
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good
Special
luck.
Daytime Hangout is the name for my Velvet Underground cover band. Defeat all
Goddess
enemies.
of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight. Or
All
at
right,
least
so this
her
has a
idea.
slide. Oh man, hang on. And this is a vault. Okay, hang on. This is... Oh, I have to move.
Too weak for this fight.
Can you slash to that lower dude and then kick upwards? I needed, hang on. We got it. We got it.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
See, now... Yeah, I should have used the card to move. You're 100% right, Brian. You're 100% right. Bop! 5 enemies KO'd by hero in a turn. Oh, hang on. And then wham! The quick thing lets you get a free move. So quick is if I get a kill with the card, it gives me a free card play. Yeah, it refunds a card play. Yeah, and I'm out of plays. That was still a hella strong first turn. Like that first turn, I was whipping ass.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Whipping ass, you say? Jesse, hello!
I am impressed.
Yeah, and then I slash this guy.
Good girl, Charlie.
Done.
Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Big victory. Oh, 2-star. Brotherhood of Fortune. Come on. I know what I said. Matt could have used whip. It was an option. I used it. I used it at one point. Perfect. Whip is such a great card. Whip is such a great card. It almost makes me want to explore Dark, because Whip is just like, I would love to upgrade it to get rid of the card destruction. So oh, Oster's Cab. Oh, hello. What do y'all got going on down here? Moon Seal. Elder Artifact. How far are you into this? A couple hours. Couple hours, not long at all. Wanda's Journal, February 13th, 2020. Agatha was just as surprised as I was when it happened. There's shrines out of the grounds, the blood magic. You're not supposed to just walk right in there, but once again, well, here we are. She told me not to worry. How can I not worry? Trying to gain the blessings of Oster without facing her trial. I didn't even know what I was looking for, really, just some way I can help. Whatever, at least now I can get in a magic's room when she locks me out. Fawn, hello! Sausage. Fawn, hello! Oh, I have to place that. Okay. Fawn, how are you doing today? How the heck are you? Jesse's Journal, February 13th. Man, LVO was pretty dope. I hope nothing happens to ruin Imperial World Assaults and Adepticon. Osh's gift allows magical locks gates to be open will allow you to access new areas. Oh, neat.
Right to be wary of this place.
Fawn, how the heck are you doing today? Get your butts in chat for Fawn.
You've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood.
Oh yeah, last of the blood.
Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if
that
you
counts.
call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening.
That counts, I'll count it.
They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance.
Hell yeah.
Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Hello, who is this gender diverse hero? So Fawn, this is the hunter. Who I was very surprised. I was very surprised when we started the game. I said at the top, I was like, I'm gonna pick the female MC because I don't want to listen to Matt Mercer the whole game. And oh, I'm gonna Fus Roda. Hell yeah.
Blessings of the goddess.
And we discovered through randomization that you can have a beard as the female MC, which is very fun discovery. So
after all this time, it's
and I think it's a hella good look. Like,
as the first time
I ain't mad at it.
on it. It's hard to believe Lilith
Matt tried to
Caretaker
soap on my
brought
ass
this
again.
place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem.
That is a surprise delight.
This
Very
area
much so.
is particularly attuned to the
Very
forces
much
of
so.
magic.
Yeah, Fawn, how you doing today?
That's
How's
why
your
the Elder God's influence was
how's your
so
what is it,
prevalent
Thursday? How's your Thursday going?
And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries.
I hate the pose they gave her though. They gave her a very demure,
rambling
like,
on
I'm a
about
lady pose, and it's my
Sorcerer
one complaint.
Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night?
It's my one complaint.
Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Oh, it's day now. It's day now, and you know what that means. It's a new day. You know what that means. Pet the dog!
Charlie.
Best girl, Charlie. Charlie, you helped me kick so much ass in that ethereal space god realm. Hey! My Arcana went up. I didn't know that's why I was collecting that. Plus 25% bonus resource from pickups. Successfully using words of power, exploring the Abbey, even petting Charlie, grant arcane knowledge. Neat. Neat, great, good, great, good. Without the ladylike back arch, you can't achieve as effect. Agree on the pose? Yeah, it's just, I'm just not a fan. Oh my god! That's the best! That's the best! So that's the symbol for the immortal Iron Fist. That's the logo for the immortal Iron Fist. So it's like I'm wearing like I'm wearing a jersey. That's very funny. Oh man. Hell yeah, Danny Rand. I fucking love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's so good and stupid and good. Assist straight mail. If a corporation/government said to me, we're going to give you a fully functional clone cyborg body, you can pick whatever you want, I would probably look similar. Guess what, friend? I don't think you're as cis as you think you are. Is there a swimsuit option? There is. I don't know why there's a swimsuit yet, but we got one. We got one. In those glasses, you're a cross between Cyberpunk Pemby and Johnny Silverhand.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience.
Oh, this nerd.
Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Okay, that was stupid. That was... That was stupid and funny. That was good. That was good. I can explore these. Hey, like this. Like this. I can explore things like this.
Ah! Oster smiles upon me.
So sorry if this is silly. I know nothing about this game. Is this new? Is this free to play with lots of purchasables or gotcha? This is brand new. This is brand new. Hell yeah, chicken mushroom. It came out like a week ago. It is not free to play. It's a $60 game. And no, don't ever worry about asking questions. I have some costumes that you get from owning the Legendary Edition because Dustin was wonderful.
She does not see it happening.
Dustin was wonderful and gifted me the Legendary Edition. But everything is purchasable in game, right? There is a way apparently to buy like credits. I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that. But yeah, just there's a lot of great looks that unlock in this game. You use gloss, which is a currency you get from completing missions that you use to buy. Oh, Forging Quarterly. Unlocked recipes for a strength tonic and a common gift. Fuck. Neat. I'm glad I got that before I went to the forge. Whole bunch of weird obscure comic stuff. I don't know. Don't feel bad about asking questions. Yeah, please don't feel bad about asking questions at all. It's being nice. He's trying to be normal. He probably just open up some bullshit portal, stick his head through and say, hey, Hunter, come hang out with me and drag you through it. Hunter's Journal, November 3rd, 1712. Lilith is no longer the light that she once was. All that remains is darkness. Darkness that wears the face of the woman I once called my mother. I'm prepared to lay down my life for many will perish if I do not act. Only one of us shall walk away from the storm that awaits. It will be me. I can feel it. There are only moments left. But yeah, there's a lot of like very
What is this?
very weird, specific comic references in this. So
That is
please,
something.
please don't feel dissuaded from asking questions. Wanda's journal, March 4th. They stopped tending to this grave some time ago. I guess I'm the only one that comes out here these days, so I get it. It's sad though. It has hundreds of years ago. I feel so much sorrow in this place. But a loss like that, a husband and a father, doesn't just go away. Maybe that's why everything happened the way that it did.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I
We're
had
just-
almost forgotten about it.
Or aging. I used to have an entire bookcase of Marvel. I dropped off like a decade ago, so I feel like I missed a lot. I wish there was a like referral program for Marvel Unlimited, because I think it's an incredible deal. A doll for my father. I spent extra time on this one.
This rubble looks loose.
I'll have to ask someone to punch it, I guess. The cheerful hilltop. Okay, I don't know if I agree with that, but the X-Men have a whole island now and a semi-line method of reconstruct. Yeah, there's a whole, man, there's so much stuff now.
Ah, I see.
Cleo, cherished companion who will cheerfully meow in our hearts forever. Small headstone honoring the abbot's beloved pets. Oh, I hope that's someone's actual pet. I hope they honored their pet like that. That's so cute. Here's another journal page. Hunter's journal. Agatha always makes me laugh. My aunt is so serious, always. Sometimes I catch her smiling like a little girl, but only when she's with Agatha. With me, she's just serious. The way she looks at me sometimes, I don't think she knows that I see it, but I do. She's afraid. She's afraid I'm gonna be just like my mother. And then we're back here. Some witch hazel. I think these regents do something, but I heard Wolverine's living up on the moon in the current books. Oh, is he hanging with the Inhumans? That's interesting. I wonder what he's getting up to. Old Logan. I wish I could get the comics in a novel form with some art. Something my brain loves the stories and art, but hates the comic format. That's fair. That's fair. I get that. What are you? You look like a collectible. No? Weird. That's a very box-looking thing. One of my wives is very active in the current comics. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Fawn? Which Wolverine? I hear they've rebuilt one without any memories. The beast is used as a guard dog / murder. Is that true? That's great. That's great. Feels like I'm playing Skyrim. Oh, hey. Here's some stuff. Inert noise. Aside, I'm trying to see if the male protect stands in a similar way. It's tough finding video of people talking. If you go to Handmade Caretaker doll.
Hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
Sorry, she was talking. Christopher Odd is doing a full playthrough, so you can probably find something on his channel.
Curious.
Basically, Logan is Luther from Umbrella. Yes, he's Luther from Umbrella Academy now. You got it. Black Bolt and the rest of the humans have a moon base, so he wouldn't be chilling up there by his lonesome. Yeah, that's the good thing at least. Guess whose video was randomly shown is poking through. Handmade hunter doll. This doll never had to leave its family behind. Maybe that's why I made it.
Was I ever really this innocent?
Notes on
Maybe
hedge
before I
magic.
started my training.
One of the few works on hedge magic treats the subject with respect. Unlock recipes, moderate attack essence, iron oak charm. Okay. Neat. Crafting stuff. I love it.
This is which sign?
Man, it feels like you're just like wandering around picking stuff up. Yep, that's how it feels like for me too, friends. Journal of Hiram Shaw. Hell yeah. Today, with the help of my loyal followers, I continued work on the foundations of this house of worship. I knew it was called here to this spot for a reason, and praise be, I have found the reason. This page I have unearthed is no ordinary parchment, but whispers to me, calling me to extend my influence and share these words with the people of this village. When he calls, I will listen, for I am his faithful servant. The pages whisper to me, and I weep with joy. It is the most clear example of his hand that I have ever witnessed. Spoiler alert. Nah. An attempt to get me to stop bad-mouthing Cyclops. You, Scott, my wife told me in current canon he's basically a living polyam life on the moon with Gene and Logan. Yes. Yes, they've finally completed the triangle. They finally completed the triangle, and bless them for it, honestly.
She believes in our purpose.
Wow. I'm gonna go... Can I hot jump somewhere? No? Alright. I feel like I'm getting too far away. You know? I wanna do a little more progress.
Fascinating.
I've got these other dolls, and it's strange that it doesn't want me to like put them in place. So, confirm male hunter stands the same way. Okay, that's you know what? I don't like it. I think it's a bad pose. I'll stop complaining about it at least. You know what I mean? I'll stop complaining about it at least. It was very fair to assume. Yeah, you know, especially when it's just like...
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
Especially when it was just such a stereotypical, like, lady way to stand, you know? I'm glad that's not the case. I am too, honestly. I'm glad that that I'm wrong, you know?
Ah, I see.
No, Brian's great with stuff like that. Brian is great with stuff like that. Everybody's sexy, nobody's sexy. I learned that from Brian. Lounge? Oh, I've never had this option before. There we go.
I needed that.
Just fucking chilling at the pool. Oh, and you can get... Great. Love it. Classic.
Relaxing.
Classic. You think Peter's sent any money from the Spider-Man inner tube? Listen, he's just not here yet. He's just not here yet, okay? Don't get ahead of it.
Hey there.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Oh, I can just straight up invite them to a haven? I might look into how much like that does, if that's a good thing to wait till later, you know what I mean? I'll need to look into that. Gonna look around. Oh, see? We got gloss. That's free money.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one.
The spooky crate.
From any mere container,
You only get one person and you only get one haven per ally. Yep. Very important.
Emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
I don't want to fuck it up, you know?
Still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Yeah, get it.
Your second funeral, boss.
Get it. Yeah, get at it. Here, hang on. I saw that. I don't know what these essences do, but I'm getting them. I'm collecting them.
Whatever artifact... If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding.
We're gonna open the
mystic
Sith
arts.
holocron.
I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
It's just like XCOM. We're gonna have... Yeah. Oh, wait. Hang on.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful.
Definitely seems like the hunter stands a little too attention to it. They're super...
I
Yeah.
can find a way to access the Sanctum's archives again.
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
Magic things. Get the magic things.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk.
Pretty sure that's the map holocron from Fallen Order.
Container open and study what's inside.
Check your DMs to see the pick.
Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to.
Oh, I picked a neutral option. Okay, I didn't know that.
Just about to binge watch my stories.
Studying artifacts unlocks more powerful research projects at the Forge, generates significant resources for use in ability upgrades and crafting. Oh yeah, buddy, let me open this box. Yeah.
Hoary hosts of Hoggoth. I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother.
Place of honor in your bedchamber, you pervert.
Interesting thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers.
I don't want to make this joke. I'm not going to make that joke.
The tear of Prophia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Wow, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I agree.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Knife skills. Doctor Strange is a nice. This is a knife pervert. Gabe Newell's favorite.
Fascinating.
Knife. Common artifact.
This artifact is mundane in every conceivable way.
Knife. Common artifact. Okay. Research projects taking data complete, but grant powerful rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero outfits. Supernatural fabrication. Weaving magic and science is fine in theory, but in practice, there isn't much practice. However, we work together, Tony and I might be able to fabricate some pretty powerful items to help you in combat. It's an artifact, but it's a basic-ass artifact. So this gives me a forged schematic for a single-use combat item. War games. Carol says we need to up our game to face this new threat. As usual, she's right, but to do more in combat, we need to do more down here in the forge. A self-learning AI station running endless combat situations would help me make better use of this coil stuff. Foundry forge schematic, increase ability options and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. Or Way of the Fang. I have to complete another mission with Blade. Spend moves to knock back enemies in combat.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Return to the forge tomorrow for the results.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave.
I might-
Tony, and how may I assist you today?
That's funny. I'm gonna wait until this gamma coil, until I have the gamma coil research done. Because then I'll get better stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna wait on that.
Got a sec to spare?
I'm gonna wait on that. Robbie, hello. Hi, Robbie.
You moving to the Forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than
Magic or Tech wins. It's just for now. It's just for now.
The Forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon.
Just for now.
Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
That's fair. Yeah, let's go.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are.
Ghost Rider, always cool.
Hey, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard.
Ghost Rider, always cool.
When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Ghost Rider hero available. Yes. Okay, we're gonna spar with Ghost Rider, and that will probably be the last thing for today. We'll see. We'll see what the next option they give us is.
Hunter,
yeah, look at him.
Burn on. I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
Daily sparring. Every day, the hunter can choose a new partner to spar with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards. Okay. It costs money. Here, but I do get training XP and friendship XP and a combat bonus for Ghost Rider. Okay.
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
These are all good things. These are all good things. Common combat bonus. All heroic cards in the starting hand cost 0 heroism. Oh, we just... Oh, we didn't even get like a cutscene.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
That's a bummer. It's a good way to boost units, yeah.
Hey, you.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use.
Plan on bringing someone along, you get good bonuses. Probably bringing Ghost, yeah, probably bringing Ghost Rider for this one.
We need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Yana.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic,
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find her.
Don't worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do,
Hey!
get it done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
All right, well, we'll go talk to Magic. We'll see how,
Then I
you
shall
know,
make haste.
we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
This is where we steal the X-Jet. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Find Ilyana. Oh, just talk to people and figure out where she is. I get it. That makes sense.
Hunter, putting me through my paces.
Robbie, have you seen Magic?
No, but there was
She's
some
in
pretty
her
crazy
New
energy
Mutants
flashes
outfit,
coming
too. I
from the
fucking love
dorms
it.
A few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Find Ilyana in the barracks. Wow, took 2 seconds. Gambit sleeping in the back the entire game. Not playable, just always back there snoring. Keep it down, Shetty. Hey.
Hunter? This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda.
Oh, look at her with
Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
Yeah, listen, she obviously misses Wanda.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started.
That's true.
Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
That's a weird response. Hey, you know?
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be
You want your points, but different characters fall on different sides of things? Yeah.
So hot that
Yeah.
your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
See again, like this one is a shithead.
We will find her. I can feel it.
What's worth more, friendship with Magic, or you getting closer to more powerful heals?
Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste resources looking for her.
Ilyana, just open the portal.
That's not what I wanted.
You are like an Avenger.
That's not, hey, I didn't pick that.
Take.
I didn't pick that.
You expect too much.
Don't, game.
Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time.
That's fair.
Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge.
She
and
looks like
focus
the
more
girl
on
from
his
Twin
magic.
Peaks.
No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
She looks like the girl from Twin Peaks.
Привет, Hunter.
Why, hello, Hunter.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations.
Oh, is this our extra stuff?
It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days. And worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Okay, so this is gonna be just a fight Hydra intel cache. Okay, we'll do this, and then that'll be the end. Combat bonus, yeah, get him. Let's bring him. Do I wish I could bring Blade so that I could get that cool combat bonus thing that I saw? Yes, but also edit hero, customization. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, look at that. Classic Johnny Blaze look. All right, yeah, we'll do this one because the combat in this is so fun. The combat in this is so fun.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
Oh.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Well, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
Game.
What's shaking?
Game. Game, please. Game, please. Game, please. Thank you, Magic. You gotta thank the bus driver. Thank you, Magic. Game, please. We're almost done. We're almost done today. Last one. We're almost there. We're almost done. We do a 30-minute mission.
Straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
I might need to tweak the settings a little bit more. So. Or I need to finally, like, set up this other computer and do a 2 PC capture setup, which, you know, is only going to be incredibly complicated. Target the helicopter with attacks to disable it before time runs out. Okay.
We will never forsake her.
Oh, certain enemies will grant cards when KO'd. Ah.
Like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target.
This
I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
It's discard my hand, though. It's discard my hand. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's fine. We're getting there.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
What's this guy have? 30? There's a lot of people kicking the pro tag's ass. Yeah, that's my concern. That is a concern of mine.
I'm on it. Bring it.
Try to get Carol in there with some. Hey, oh! Man, I do really... You know, fuck it. Big wins. Let's go. No, I couldn't. Yeah, I should have hit the helicopter. I should have hit the helicopter, but I didn't.
Forever in service.
I wanted to get the guy that had the delay the helicopter return card. We'll get there. We'll get there.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
K.O.
Weak,
K.O.
even for Hydra.
Just do it straight into the... Fuck it. You know?
It's nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
But should I have played another card before I did that? Sure. Also, fuck it. You know?
Reinforcements inbound.
Maybe the last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today.
Create a drop with an increased chance to KO enemies for 2 turns. I love it. Can I redraw? I can. Hang on. I need 1 heroism. I want 1 heroism.
Now that was something.
Common Rider Soul. Common Rider Souls. Ghost Rider KOs a number of enemies and fill the soul meter. He'll draw a copy of Drain Souls. Increase friendship with Ghost Rider to improve this passive.
You have been judged.
I was saying after burning your hand, just redraw your hand. Oh, no, you don't redraw. You draw at the start of your turn. The redraws that you're seeing right here are card redraws. So I can dump a specific card and get another one. So like this, where I can just be like, I don't have enough heroism for that. I can do something else. I'm gonna get a little more block.
Leave some for the rest of us.
That's a free. Just gave me another Drain Souls. Great. What I really want is a big...
That helicopter's about to take off, and with it, any hope of understanding what this madman is actually ranting about.
We will stop it.
How about that?
Our loyal soldiers are punching bags you've come to expect. Our
Nailed it.
These mere mortals dare to stand against ye fearsome gods.
Oh, we're trying to stop the helicopter? Oh, hang on. Whoop-bam! Really seems like you want to have at least one turn where you build up Captain Marvel a bunch to go binary. Let her super taunt for as long as you can. I don't think it's... I think it's just the first 3 cards. It's not per turn, I don't believe. What? I thought it said 3 cards in 1 turn. I thought it was just 3 cards. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. That's a bad one, but we'll keep it. I thought it was just playing 3 cards. Maybe it is 3 cards in 1 turn, and I misread it. Hero levels. Mission rewards are tied to hero level, so as the hunter gains level in combat, the rewards will improve. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the hunter's level increases, any weaker heroes will automatically level up so they don't fall far behind. What a good idea! At higher difficulty levels, all heroes level up faster, granting access to higher rarity rewards sooner.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that.
I didn't know I was gonna have a
staring at the night
thing
sky,
with
trying
her.
to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter, but no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
Mr. Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see. I said, I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Getting a super link notification right then is really funny.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can.
Hell yeah, friendship.
I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot.
Man, now I gotta talk to everybody to see if they have a thing.
What I felt
Hell
at
yeah.
the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
1 friendship. Oh. Did a new day? No. Okay. They just popped us back. Okay. Hangouts. A few heroes are available to hang out with Hunter in the common room. Engage in a hangout to grow the Hunter's friendship with the hero of your choice. I don't want to do any of that. I want to go to the Forge. Hey, I'll hang out in just a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I can't.
Interesting.
Can't forge when people who run the Forge are gone. Hey, hey, hey! Listen, you get your
Holy One.
Get your ass in there.
Worst part about that Hydra job? Manhattan traffic.
Get your ass in there. We got work to do. Can't hang out with Tony. Can't hang out with Tony.
Nothing like taking in the New York skyline after.
We haven't had a lot of Robbie. Let's hang out with Robbie. Pool lounging. We were talking about pools. Lounge by the pool.
Robbie, what was most important to you before you were pulled into this life?
Little
Same
night
thing as
swimming.
after. My little brother Gabe. He may be on the other side of the country, but he's what keeps me going.
Put the fire guy in a bathing suit in the water. A+.
Gabe must be proud of his big brother.
Yeah, he is. Oh, you mean for what we're doing here? Nah, he doesn't know that part of my life.
Are you ever going to tell him?
I don't know. Maybe one day? For now, he just needs Robbie in his life.
He is a lucky kid.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hell yeah.
This is a new bar.
9 friendship, white tee, common Abby outfit, moto jacket, dark, epic Abby outfit. I think that's, yeah, for him. Loved the activity. Open the library. Game, can you...
You feeling all right?
Can you let me rest?
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter.
Put on the moto jacket.
If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey,
I'll go look at it
it'll
at
be vital
least.
to your success.
I'll go look at it before we finish.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
Why did no one scream at you busting out a door in the middle of the house?
So you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you.
That book was there when I walked
told
in.
you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
I don't like you.
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
That book is called Hand Surgery.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble.
She probably has some trauma to deal with, but still not great. Yeah, like absolutely she has trauma to deal with. But also, dog, I've been awake like 3 days, and you just told me you told me one detail about what happened. Like fucking.
Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up. She didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve.
Like I get it, but also
when that
like,
happens, we'll
gosh.
see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Hell yeah.
Even to you?
Secrets.
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed.
Going a little long today, but that's
Knowing that
okay.
Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is,
Secret, secret.
in an ancient
Churchy secret.
that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
I'm sure it's fun. Read Wanda's journal. All right, that's where we'll leave it. I think that's a great place to pick it up next time. Oh god, I didn't. Okay, I meant to just like pick up this money. There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff to poke at in this room. I'm gonna save. And that's where we will pick it up tomorrow. So yeah, heck yeah. So thank you everybody for hanging out today. I hope everybody had a good time with frickin' Midnight Suns. I jumped on it because I wasn't feeling terribly great this morning. And I was like, yeah, let's do something that's, that's gonna be kind of more engaging. So really excited. Had a good time. Had a good time poking at it. We're definitely gonna play it tomorrow. I hope everybody's excited for that. I'm probably gonna look up some stuff. Thank you. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling too, sometimes you wake up and you just kind of like, it's basically that. Tomorrow we're gonna do more Midnight Suns. Let's say something else. I forgot. It's been good from what I've understood. I've had a good time. And yeah, and of course, if you have questions about stuff, please ask. If you missed something in the game, or if just maybe you just don't know some. Like, this game is definitely made to an extent for comics fans, and people who are very into the lore of it. So if you have something you don't understand, if you're unsure about something, please ask. That goes for Brian, that goes for anybody. I don't want anybody to be confused as to what's going on or feel like they missed something. So I think I'm definitely gonna boot this up after and mess with the settings a little bit more, try to make sure that it's a little more consistent. I might look into if anybody has any like performance patches or anything like that, or if moving it to my SD card might my SSD might help a little bit. I think I've got room on the SSD for I've got room on the SSD for that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. But I'm really excited to dig into this. Thank you again to Dustin. I'm going to say this almost every time. Thank you again to Dustin for gifting that for me and being so generous to get the big legendary edition. I really appreciate that. It's very, very kind. So I incredibly kind. I was planning on picking this game up eventually. This was an eventually game, but got gifted, so gonna have to stream it and share with all of y'all. We're gonna go raid Josh. Josh is wonderful. We're gonna raid Intelligame. We've raided Josh a couple times before. He's doing more chicory. I'm trying to not raid him when he's doing his Pomodoro streams because I don't want to get in the way of his, of him getting work done. But he's playing Chicory today. Chicory was fantastic. I love watching anybody play Chicory. So yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.